My coworker said I was too confident. I said, "You're too comfortable." It happened after a team meeting. Our manager, Lauren, had just announced an open position for team lead. I'd been working toward that for months, staying late, mentoring new hires, cleaning up messes nobody wanted to touch, so I volunteered right away. I'd like to be considered. That's when Ethan, I've been here longer, smirked and said it loud enough for everyone to hear. "You're too confident, aren't you?" Everyone laughed. I smiled and said, "You're too comfortable." Then I went back to my desk and got to work. Thing is, Ethan was the kind of guy who coasted, clocked in, did the bare minimum, bragged about his seniority. He loved to remind people that the system doesn't reward effort, it rewards time. And for years, that was true, until I came along. I didn't play the office politic game. I built systems that actually work. I found inefficiencies, cut our project time by a third, and even got our client satisfaction score up by 10 points. Lauren noticed. She started forwarding my reports directly to the director. Ethan noticed, too. He started nitpicking everything I did. "You're trying too hard. You're showing off. You're making the rest of us look bad." One Friday, he accidentally left a spreadsheet open on the shared drive, a budget report full of incorrect numbers, all under my initial. He'd copied my file, changed the data, and then complained to Lauren that I'd messed up. Lauren called me in. I didn't panic. I just smiled, opened my personal folder, and showed her the real file, time-stamped, backed up, clean. I also showed her the audit trail. It clearly showed that Ethan had edited the fake one. Her face dropped. "This is serious." 2 hours later, HR called him in. The next day, his desk was empty. But here's the kicker. A week later, the promotion announcement went out. I got the team lead position. The email subject line, "Recognizing excellence in initiative and accountability." I didn't gloat. I didn't post anything online. But when I packed up my old desk, I found a sticky note Ethan had once left on my monitor months ago. It said, "Don't try too hard. It's pointless." I flipped it over and wrote, "Comfort kills ambition." Then I stuck it to my new office door. That's when things really changed. My new team wasn't exactly thrilled at first. Some of them had been close to Ethan. Others were skeptical about my leadership. I knew earning their trust wouldn't come from titles. It would come from consistency. So I showed up early. I asked for input before making decisions. I didn't just talk about accountability. I lived it. Slowly, things shifted. Productivity improved. Morale climbed. We started finishing projects ahead of schedule. Even the higher-ups took notice. Lauren told me one afternoon, "I've never seen the team this motivated." I thought about Ethan again, about how quick he'd been to label confidence as arrogance, effort as overreach. It made me realize something. People who get too comfortable forget what growth feels like. They stop risking. They stop learning. And when someone else dares to rise, it threatens the illusion of safety they've built around their mediocrity. A few months later, at a networking mixer, I ran into Ethan again. He looked different, tired, heavier, eyes dull. He gave me a half smile. "Guess confidence worked out for you, huh?" I smiled back. Guess comfort didn't. He looked down at his drink and said nothing. The silence said enough. That night, I drove home thinking about how every workplace has an Ethan, someone who mistakes stagnation for stability and labels ambition as ego. But confidence isn't arrogance when it's earned through discipline. So no, I wasn't too confident. I was just unwilling to shrink so someone else could stay small. And sometimes standing tall is the only way to remind others that comfort isn't loyalty. It's laziness dressed as pride.